Hello, everyone. Welcome back, Fudsters. Let's see. AJ Enterprise just joined. We're going to give a couple minutes for everyone to log on. Welcome back to my Sunday. Oh, I lost my phone, folks. Hold on. Okay, I think we're good. I'm back. We're going to give a chance for a few people to join the chat. And okay, it is 1 o'clock. And we are back Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. I am Brad Richard. I am a certified master life coach. I look a little scruffy today, but hey, it's Sunday afternoon, just coming off a big Thanksgiving. So we are here for the 1 o'clock p.m. Sunday live stream on FUD. Welcome to all my Fudster friends. And we are going to kind of wait here for a few minutes and wait for the chat to kind of fill up. There was a lot of people that signed up or enrolled for today's live stream, so that is great. I want to thank all of you that have joined me so far. Several of you have joined in. Daniel just joined. Welcome, Daniel. And I think Elise also joined, and there you go. Today, the live stream is going to be about, is your why big enough? Is your why big enough? You need to have a big why, a really big why, with your side hustle and with your businesses. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today on the live stream, and also I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving holiday and you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I will have a couple more live streams scheduled in December, before and probably after the Christmas holiday, so look for that. So we are just kind of waiting for the chat room to fill up. There are a few people that are popped in there already, and we can get started. It is 1:02, so I want to get started in a timely manner, and I know a lot of you did sign up or enroll for this live stream. I hope everybody is doing well. It's pretty chilly here in East Texas, and I got some massive glare on my glasses. You can see my screen like feeding back through my glasses, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. And there are bigger things to worry about, and I just want to encourage any of you, if you have questions, please put the questions in the chat room. And you can type out your question in the chat room, and I'll do my best to address your question with an answer. If you want to join me on the live stream, you can tap on the little gray hand in the bottom right-hand corner, or the three dots if you want to join me live on the live stream. But we are, Aria just joined. Okay, welcome to the live stream here on FUD. And I'm going to go ahead. Amanda liked the stream. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate that. But I want to get started here. Today's live stream is all about, is your why big enough? And in asking that question, is your why big enough? It comes down to, well, first of all, let me back up and introduce myself. I am a master life coach, and my website is bradrichard.net. I am fixing to launch a brand new website, a redesigned website. It should be launched in December next month. And so if you want to check it out, the new improved and enhanced updated website will be launched in December, and that is bradrichard.net. And you can find the podcast there. You can find my life coaching there, along with a lot of other information at bradrichard.net. So with that being said, when it comes to your why, and is your why big enough? When it comes to a side hustle or your business that you are building, to ask yourself, is my why big enough? There are going to be challenges, discouragements. There's going to be brick walls that we all run into when it comes to our side hustle or our business. And when that happens, you need to have a big enough why that you stay focused and that you stay motivated and that drives you to move through those challenges, and move through those brick walls. That is the importance of having a big enough why. So how do you determine if your why is big enough? And that goes along with asking the question why. So it's kind of a double meaning. You have to have a big why, and you have to know if your why is big enough, and you do that by asking, why am I doing this? And you start off with asking yourself, why are you doing this business? Why are you doing this side hustle? And once you get that answer, then you ask, why is that answer important? And for example, let me share with you my why. Okay. My why started off with, I wanted to help other people and I wanted to serve other people as a speaker, an author, a podcast host, a life coach. And I asked myself, why do I want to do that? Well, I want to give back to other people and help other people and serve other people. And why do I want to do that? Because I spent a life of 50 years taking and being codependent and taking from others and letting everybody else, carry the weight and carry the burden of life, right? And so after 50 years, I thought it was time that I turned the tables and I started serving others and giving back to the world that had given me so much. And so my why went from serving people. Why do I want to serve people? Is because I have decided to give back to others, since in the beginning, I took so much from other people. I was a taker, not a giver. And so to take that the next step further, okay, if I want to serve people and I know why I want to serve people, okay, why would that make a difference to me in my life? Why would that be important to me to do that? And for me, it was important for me to get to that place because I made a promise to little Brad. I made a promise to myself that I would turn my life around and start to serve other people and stop being codependent and stop taking from others and giving back. And so with that being said, and also I made a promise to my father that I would become a better man and become a man that he was proud of. And I promised him that on his deathbed before he left this earth and left me and my brothers and sisters. So my why, asking why to every answer I gave myself, took me to the core of my why and the core of why I do what I do. And so that's the process that I recommend that you do for yourself. Okay. Is my why big enough? And it's not just about making money. Why do you want to make money? I want to be successful. Why do you want to be successful? I want to be successful so I can have nice things. Why do you want to have nice things? And you continue to ask yourself why, until you run out of questions, until you run out of answers to the question, why am I doing this? And you continue to go through asking yourself why, until you get to the very core, the very reason that you want to have a side hustle and to own your own business. And that why is what will drive you. That is the why that will keep you going, no matter how much diversity you come across, how many people or how many situations you get involved with that you struggle with and that you have a challenge with, and always keeping that why in mind will help you to drive forward even in the roughest of times. I want to acknowledge Gadsby is liking the stream, Laser's liking the stream, Love and Peace is liking the stream. Glad you guys are liking the stream. And, we're talking about why today. Is your why big enough? And you have to ask yourself, what is your why? Why are you doing this? Why do you want to have a side hustle? And is it really just about money? Is it really just about success? But you have to ask why enough times until you get to the real reason that you are doing this side hustle. And that is the most important answer and the most important why for all of us. Okay. So if you guys have questions on that or you need clarification, go ahead and type it in the chat room. If you want to join me on the live stream, you can tap on the little gray hand in the bottom right hand corner. I'd love to have you join me on the live stream. And a lot of people are liking the stream. The chat room is filling up. And today we are talking about, is your why big enough? And it needs to be, your why needs to be something that is deep inside you, that drives you to get up in the morning, and that you are emotionally and intellectually and physically committed to doing, irregardless of the circumstances, the obstructions, the problems, and the challenges. You have to refuse to quit. You have to refuse to quit. And just making money or just being successful is not strong enough to push you through those challenging times. That's why knowing your why is so important. I've had massive setbacks. I've had massive challenges. I've had times of no activity, no clients, no customers, and I wasn't moving forward with my big why, my big one. And because I was committed to and passionate about the big why, that pushed me to keep going, and it made me decide to not quit no matter what. And you cannot quit. They say quitting is only quitting if it's the last time you're willing to try. So you have to keep swinging. You have to keep trying, and let that why, the real why, the deep meaning why, have that why drive you through those rough times. And I know that we are coming up on Christmas. That is a tough time for everybody that's in business, everybody that has a side hustle. That is a real tough time. And in December, I want to cover a few things about the importance of giving, in contrast to the importance of receiving. And giving, you will find out that giving is a form of receiving. It's a perspective, it's a mindset. And giving can provide more back to you than you can ever imagine. So in December, I'm going to be talking about giving instead of receiving, and the importance of giving, and the importance of giving to other people. Your time, your energy, your attention, your love, your care, all the things that we can give to others, and that will come back to us 100-fold. And so we'll be talking about that more in December, when I have 2 more live streams in December. And so just kind of, mark those. I haven't scheduled them yet, but once I get them scheduled, mark those live streams, because we're going to be talking about the importance of giving, and how unimportant at times receiving is, if it's put into the right perspective or the right mindset. So if anybody has any questions, we have a full chat room. If you have any questions about your why, or if you'd like to share with everybody on the live stream what your why is, Please type it in the chat. I would love to have questions from you or statements. So just put it in the chat room. What is your why? And if you have questions on how to get to the final why, the deep-seated real reason that you're doing a side hustle here on FUD or on YouTube or on your website or through social media, your business and your side hustle, what is your real reason for doing this? What is your why? And is it big enough to get you through the tough times? So if you have a question or a statement, if you'd like to share with all of us what your why is, then type it in the chat. If someone is brave enough to join me on the live stream, tap the buttons in the bottom right-hand corner, and I'll try to bring you on with me live. But that's what I wanted to talk about today is your why big enough? And I can't emphasize enough how important your why is. It is the one thing that will drive you forward and will get you through any diversity, any challenge, any criticism, any financial hardships, or any struggle that you may face. That why, and knowing it in your heart and soul of why you're doing something and how important it is to never quit, will get you to the other end and will get you the success that you are hoping to gain from your side hustle. So we have a lot of people that are liking the stream. Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys are liking the stream. And it's an honor to be here with all of my Fudster friends. And it's just, I love the live streams. I am a interactive type person. So, being a life coach and a speaker and a podcast host, I do know how to talk. I can, that's not a problem. I can talk all day long, but I really love to have interactions back and forth with people. And, that's one of the reasons why I became a life coach and dealing with things, and helping people transition and transform into something much better, than what they're starting with. Okay. And so I would love to have questions or statements. If any of you are willing to do that, I would appreciate if you put that in the chat room so we can have a little back and forth. It does make the live stream a little more interesting. And so if you are willing to do that, I thank you ahead of time. If you're willing to do that, give you a thumbs up. And so what questions do you all have? Do you have questions about your why? Or how do you find your why? And maybe you already know that the why that you have is big enough. Maybe the answer to the question, is your why big enough, is a yes for you. If it is, then it would benefit everybody in the live stream if you can share that with all of us. If your why is big enough, please share it in the chat so that all of us can benefit from it. I started off the live stream by letting you know what my why is and what drives me. And mine is mine. My why is big enough, and it's become big enough because it involves two things. One, my commitment and my love for little Brad, and my commitment to him to protect, love, and take care of him, and to move forward with him, with the dreams that him and I share. And the other part of my why is my commitment to my dad. I think I've told this story before, but just to give you a little personal encouragement, my father was a pretty cold man. He wasn't very loving, and he had a lot of pain and a lot of delusional thinking and a lot of anxiety, and he really struggled. And he spent the last 5 years of his life, he went from being this bull, this strong man, to a man that cried and prayed and would walk back and forth in the nursing facility that he lived in. And that's all he did. He would walk back and forth. He would pray. He would cry, and he was broken, and he was scared. And when he passed away, he was in a situation where the doctors couldn't help him with his situation that he was in, and my family had to make the decision to let him go and to take him off of all the machines and to let him pass in peace. And we did that, and he was given maybe 24 to 48 hours that he would live in hospice, and we expected for him to pass within a day or two. And he had morphine and ice chips so that his throat wouldn't dry out and his lips wouldn't dry out. And he lived on morphine and ice chips for 10 days with nothing else but morphine and ice chips. And he left and passed on being very, very, very scared and unsure and not confident in where he was going and what things were going to be like when he got there. So he fought a very long time to stay alive, even though his passing was inevitable. And so on his deathbed, I made that commitment to him that I would give his life some meaning and that I would be a stronger man than he was, and that I would reach out and help other people. And that is something that he struggled with, and he didn't know how to do that. He didn't know how to love. He didn't know how to care about other people, and he was a very angry man. So that is how big my why is. And if you guys can understand that my why is very big, very emotional, and it drives me to be here on Sundays at 1:00 with all of you on FUD, and it drives me to do everything that I've done in the last 9 years. I am 59 years old. I probably look a lot older today, but I am 59 years old, and my why is big enough, and it drives me through any challenges that I may face. But that is why I'm here today, sharing with all of you. So that's the why that you need to find for yourself. That emotional centered why that will drive you to accomplish everything you can imagine and everything that you want in your side hustle and in your business. So is your why big enough? And if it is, please share with all of us. Please share that why. If you want to be authentic and vulnerable, share it with everybody in the live stream and let us know if your why is big enough. Share it with us and let us know. If your why is not big enough, and if your why stops at success, stops at money, if it stops there, then I encourage you to ask the question, why, and take it a little bit further and dig a little deeper, because money and success alone will not drive you through those tough times. Because when things get, when things get tough, when things get a little rough, success and money aren't real prevalent. They're not real. They're not real important, or actually they are important, but they're not enough of a reason to drive you through those tough times. And if you get to a place where it's like, well, I'm not going to succeed with this side hustle. I'm not making any money with this side hustle. I'm not moving forward with my business and my side hustle. So maybe I'll just quit. If your why is big enough, if your why is all of you, part of you from head to toe in your heart and in your soul. Okay. If that why is so big, your mind will not allow you to quit. It will prevent you from quitting at all cost if your why is big enough. And that's why it is so important that you find the strongest why, the most important why, and go way beyond just money and success. Because there's other things beyond that are within you, and you need to latch on to those and commit to those and let them drive you, and let them create a strength in you that cannot be broken. And that can be found by determining and establishing your why and why you do what you do. And I'm telling you this from personal experience, and I'm sharing with you a vulnerable, authentic, emotional side of my life and my history. And I will never quit, whether I make money or whether I become successful, quotes, in quotations, or not. That is secondary to my why. Long as I continue to move forward, I continue to help other people, and I continue to serve other people and hopefully help them create a better life and a better feeling about themselves, then I am the richest, most successful man in my world. And so, that's a good place to be, because success to me is moving forward and never quitting. So that's what I want for all of you that are in this live stream. I want you to be successful, never quit, and move forward and embrace the journey. It's the journey. It's not necessarily just the GPS directions on how to get from point A to point B. Okay, enjoy the journey and let your why drive you down that road to better things, to great things, and to being more fulfilled and more happy as a person, as people. Okay, so wow, we're at about 27, 28 minutes. Went through almost 30 minutes, and I've just got tons and tons of likes. I appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream right after Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, and I just want to thank everybody for showing up to the live stream, my 1:00 Sunday live stream. I will have another one in a couple of weeks, and then probably another one after Christmas. And then in January, we'll have to see how things go. I will be, like I said, launching a brand new updated website. I'm doing all kinds of enhancements to it. So bradrichard.net is changing dramatically next month. And there you can find the podcast. You can find my life coaching. You can find my rates and my fees. You can find my books there. And you can also reach out to me on the contact page. And if there's any way that I can help anyone here today with your side hustle, life in general, your business, reach out to me here on FUD, or reach out to me via the website on the contact page. I've got dozens and dozens of likes coming out of the chat. I still don't have a question from anybody. If you have a question about your why or why it's so important, go ahead and we have a few minutes left before I wrap up this live stream for this week. Type your question or your statement in the chat so I can read it and I can address it. I'd love to take some questions if you have any questions about your why, not my why, your why. And is your why big enough? That is the title of today's live stream. That's the message for today. Your why has to be huge. And if it's not, then look at changing direction so that all the dots line up and you get to that final why and that final reason of why you're doing what you do. And be passionate about it. Obviously, that's where passion comes from. Is if your why is big enough, the passion will be automatic. It will flood the zone with passion if it is truly the real why. Okay, so to find your why and to make your why big enough, it's as simple as asking the question why, and then another question why, and another why, and another why, and another why, until you go all the way down to the deep reason of why you're doing FUD, why you're doing your side hustle, why you are doing your business. Why are you doing this? And why do you want it so bad? And what things do you hope to gain from it? And how or why would that change your life? How would it change your life? How would it change the lives of others around you? Going forward, this side hustle or this business, how is that going to change the lives of other people? Are you going to leave something behind for someone to benefit from, or to learn from, or to remember you by? Okay, that's all part of the why, and it's got to be big. It's got to be huge. It's got to be real big and real huge. So I'm taking a sip of coffee. Come back for the next couple minutes here. I'd like to take some questions, if there are any, and tons of likes, tons of people in the chat room. So we're good. I'm glad that all of you are liking the stream. Why? Because when you like it, I know that I'm doing an okay job, that I'm doing a good job of communicating how important your why is. Okay. So thanks for the likes. That tells me I'm doing okay. And that feeds right into my why, and feeds into why I do what I do. So sip of coffee, think of a question. If you have a statement, if you're liking the stream, which several of you are, you can give me a thumbs up in the chat, and or a smiley face. Just send me an emoji and let me know how you're feeling today. And we're fixing to wrap up. So waiting on y'all. Got to have coffee. Okay, well, folks, I'm glad everybody has liked the stream. Today's message is why. Think about your why tomorrow, tonight, the rest of the week. Think about your why between now and our next live stream on FUD, which will be in a couple weeks from now. And I just want you to identify the reason you want this side hustle, the reason why you want to own your business, and get to the very last why, the very last answer. Hone in on the real reason that you want this so bad, beyond money and beyond success, and beyond having, multiple locations, multiple stores, multiple businesses. Okay. And all of those things are great, but they're in the early whys, they're in the early stages. Okay. And today, the question is your why big enough? And the way you find that out is by asking why, by using that 3-letter word to really hone in on the energy source, the power source that will drive you forward and make you an amazing, awesome side hustler and business entrepreneur. Okay. I want to thank everybody for joining me on today's live stream, and I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks, guys, for the thumbs up and all the likes. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Had a bunch of people in the chat room. Just keep in mind, I have 2 guides here on FUD real quick. One guide is a paid guide. It's a whopping $14.99. It is a workshop. It is a 9-step workshop that I take you through, and that one is a paid guide. I also offer a free guide, which is a 20-minute power session, and that is a 20-minute life coaching power session, and that is free, absolutely free, and that's right here on FUD. So I would encourage you to check out both my guides on FUD. Check out bradrichard.net, new and improved website coming next month with a lot of enhancements, a lot of bright, vivid colors, and a lot of stuff being added to the website. And you can check out the podcast, my life coaching, my speaking, and my books, and everything that is bradrichard.net is on that website. So check out the website, reach out to me on the website or here on FUD. And I encourage all of you to do that. I would love to help each and every one of you in any way that I can, at no charge. You can simply just reach out to me and start with a question, and we'll go from there. And we'll talk, and we'll visit, and if I can help you in any way possible, I will do so, because that is my why. And remember, my why and how strong it is and how important it is, and how it drives me to do what I do, and that's serve others. So keeping that in mind, you know how big my why is, and I'm sincere in saying I'm here to help you with anything that you may need. All you have to do is ask. And in doing so, I will do my best to help you out, to the best of my ability. And I'm willing to do that, because your success is just as important as my success, because all I want is happier people and happier friends. And all I want is successes, and my successes. I gauge my successes and I weigh my successes by how successful the people I work with become. So I don't want to be your guru. I want you to be your own guru. I don't want to be your sole provider of support. I want you to support yourself. And I already love all of you, so love yourself. Okay, I'm going to wrap up. And I'll wrap up like I wrap up always on the podcast. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to love your little me, because that little person inside of you needs you more than you can imagine. So love them, protect them, and take care of them. So until next time, guys, bye for now. And we'll talk again on the live stream prior to Christmas. And I want to thank everybody for joining me on today's live stream. I'm Brad Richard. I'm a certified master life coach, podcast host, and an author of 3 books. So you can check those out and read them if you'd like. And I want to thank everyone for joining me. Have a great Sunday. Till next time, guys. Bye for now.